Starlink satellites began in 2019, and it has become a major aid in covering satellite internet access across 40 countries. Recently, there have been reports about its price getting cheaper as it doesn't seem to match up with its normal price range across different countries. Do you have thoughts about this sudden decrease? Let's clear them out, so stick with me to learn everything in detail on Starlink price reduction. Let's dive in. Not official, but Starlink subscribers have proven a price reduction. Starlink users say that they have been getting consistent emails about price reduction, and for some reason, it is getting incredibly cheaper. With no official announcement, users from countries like Croatia, Netherlands, the UK, Mexico, Germany, and different locations around the world have noticed a drastic reduction in their monthly plans. In a time where inflation has become the order of the day, the reduction in price from Starlink is highly recognized. Starlink subscribers in Croatia say the price has been slashed to more than half of the original price, from $106 to $49 per month. That's a huge difference of more than 50%, which is enough to go on a 2-month plan when compared to the former price. Let's talk about what Starlink subscribers in other countries are saying. In the Netherlands, the users said the price change has reduced from $124 to $105. It was the same price when calculated in euros due to the equivalence of the dollar and euro. These deductions are based on a report from The Verge. The change in price, as stated in the email, showed that users who were notified about the price drop do not have to take any extra steps to qualify for the lower service costs, and it should have been of immediate effect as of the 24th of August. But despite all of these, not all users have gotten the message on their email. Here is an announcement from Starlink to a user from the UK. The price reduction factors in your local market conditions is meant to reflect equality in purchasing power across our customers. However, the US price claims are still unclear till now. There have been reports of similar discounts in locations around the world. Let's go further to talk about some users' reports. On Reddit, a user from the UK states that their monthly bill has dropped from £89 to £75. The price has also been reduced from 2,299 pesos to 1,100 pesos in Mexico, and from 100 euros to 80 euros in Germany. Users in Chile and Brazil have reported price reductions of approximately 50%. The aforementioned statements are supported by a quick glance at each country's service sites for Starlink. We may know little about the situation in the US, where the dollar has been rising sharply against other currencies. As of recent, Starlink's page displays a monthly subscription price of $110 following a one-time $599 purchase of the hardware kit. A customer in Nevada claims to have received a discount from $110 to $85 there. In other news, Starlink subscribers who identified as Americans asserted that they haven't benefited from any price decreases. And as of now, there has been no indication of a speed drop or the implementation of stringent data limits due to the discounted subscriptions. Here's an important key point to note. After 2023, Starlink's main goal is to provide a global mobile phone service. To accomplish this, SpaceX formally announced a cooperation with Mobile US in August 2020 to upgrade connection and offer satellite cellular service to Starlink Gen 2 satellites. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, stated in a tweet that the event will be something special. Now, since SpaceX operates Starlink, what plans do they have? Let's discuss further. The first thing you need to be aware of is that Starlink anticipates having more than 40 million users by 2025, generating $30 billion in revenue. The Wall Street Journal's financial forecast served as the foundation for this analysis. Isn't that a huge money-making program? Without a doubt, it is. This is the unveiling of the beta version of Starlink. Let's get right into it. A new spaceborne internet communication system will be implemented with the help of SpaceX's Starlink satellite constellation development project, which aims to create a low-cost, high-performance satellite bus and the necessary client ground transceivers. Currently, SpaceX offers 2 types of Starlink services: residential Starlink and RV Starlink. Residential Starlink plus portability is a muddled combination of the two. Both services begin with the identical dish and Wi-Fi router set, $599 or 639 euros, but they vary in terms of anticipated speeds, monthly costs, the ability to use the service when traveling, and the ability to instantly interrupt the service. While residential service is $110 or 99 euros per month, Starlink RV is SpaceX's most adaptable product and is priced at $135 or 124 euros per month. What is more to know about SpaceX operating Starlink? Keep watching this video to know more. SpaceX aims to carry out a long-term strategy that involves creating and deploying a satellite communication infrastructure that will service Mars. Better Than Nothing Beta, a for-profit beta service introduced by SpaceX in the United States in October 2020, costs $499 for a user terminal and promises speeds of 50 megabytes per second to 150 megabytes per second and latency from 20 milliseconds to 40 milliseconds over the following several months. Elon Musk has publicly tested the Starlink network by sending the first tweet on Twitter utilizing an internet connection that was routed through the network. The public's access to the Starlink beta internet service at a speed of more than 150 megabits per second began in November 2020. This was much outside of the declared usual range for the open beta test. The beta service was made available to other countries beginning with the United Kingdom in January 2021, even though the initial version was only able to operate a few miles from the registered addresses of the subscribers. According to a tweet from Elon Musk in April 2021, users would be able to relocate the Starlink device anywhere by the end of the year following additional satellite launches and software updates. During an all-hands meeting, Elon Musk disclosed that Starlink has already made it to the coastlines of more than 32 different nations. Not to mention that is now accessible in areas where individuals speak a variety of 9 different languages. Now, let's consider the partnership between SpaceX and T-Mobile. Is this the main reason for the price reduction? What advantage does SpaceX partnership event with T-Mobile have? Let's find out. The announcement to increase coverage for T-Mobile customers and provide them direct access to SpaceX's Starlink satellite was made at a joint event for the cooperation between SpaceX and T-Mobile. To make it work, they came up with a plan. Existing 5G phones should be able to connect without any modifications, since a portion of T-Mobile's 5G spectrum will be utilized for connectivity. Starlink's second-generation satellites, which will launch the following year and have a larger antenna, will be on the other end. In other news, T-Mobile customers might no longer experience dead zones. But could there be more to what they wish to achieve? Let's dive deeper. Elon Musk mentioned that even if all the cell towers are destroyed during or after a natural disaster, the proposed service should still function and won't require mobile users to purchase new phones. Your 5G phone will then have internet connectivity almost anywhere, even if there are no nearby earthbound cell towers. However, it's not all perfect. There are still limits. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, claims that the company's network will have a speed of 2 to 4 megabits per cell phone, which should be adequate for texting and phone calls, but not for high bandwidth activities like high-definition video and gaming. The service will then be launched as a beta in a few areas. With some T-Mobile plans, it will be free, though probably not the cheapest ones. It's important to note that Elon Musk said Tesla vehicles will also have access to this kind of coverage, which might come in handy if your car ever breaks down in the middle of nowhere. Interesting, right? There's more. Not only Tesla, but SpaceX and Mobile also cordially invited other vehicles to collaborate for true global connectivity. In lower orbit, Starlink currently has a network of around 2,500 satellites and 53 more satellites per Falcon 9 flight. Customers in rural locations and higher latitudes will be able to access high-speed internet through the service at speeds between 100 megabytes per second and 200 megabytes per second. All things considered, the price cut was intended to get closer to equivalence with Starlink's US pricing. Owing to the reduced price, over 200 more subscribers joined Starlink between June and September. In essence, the cutbacks increased the number of participants in the program. Also, Hoffler disclosed that SpaceX is looking to set up new Earth relay gateways to deal with the increase in subscriber counts and correspondingly increased data traffic. In line with that, SpaceX recently requested authorization from the UK's Ofcom regulator to construct 6 new gateways in the UK in addition to the 3 it now runs. It tells us a lot about the modified Starlink price. So, that is the end of today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Also, do let me know in the comments section your thoughts about the reduced Starlink price. Thanks for watching. See you next time.